Hi, my name is Mark. Welcome to Gamers Web. In this video, I'm going to take a look at the Brotherhood of Steel core box set for Fallout Wasteland Warfare from Modiphius Entertainment. Let's check it out. Hi, welcome back. Okay, as I mentioned in the intro, I'm going to take a look at the Brotherhood of Steel core box for Fallout Wasteland Warfare from Modiphius Entertainment in this video. Neat, tiny little box with 7 highly detailed multi-part resin miniatures, which we're going to look at in a moment. And we have some blurb on the back. Okay, so let's get this centered. Right. The Brotherhood of Steel see themselves as the true future of humanity and seek to learn from the mistakes of the past to forge a brighter future. Though they are few in number, the Brotherhood of Steel are walking tanks, steel within and without. They go into battle with powerful, long-ranged attacks, armoured against everything that waste can throw at them. Suit up and stride forward, ad victoriam. This Fallout Wasteland Warfare set contains 32mm scale, high quality multi-part resin miniatures with scenic bases, requires some assembly, supplied unpainted as always. It contains 2 Lancers, 2 Field Scribes, 2 Night Patrol, 1 T-60 Paladin with Gatling laser and 7 scenic bases. It does actually sound for a second when you're getting 32 miniatures, but obviously we know we're not. Okay, so as with my previous video in this series, I'm going to be spending as much as I can this year on Fallout, because I really want to make this into an exciting project. So let's crack on. Okay, so the miniatures don't come with cards. You need to get the Wasteland Warfare Wave 1 expansion pack, the Essentials pack for those. But anyway, let's have a quick look at what we get. Okay, we'll start off with the T-60 power armor, and here he is with his scenic base. I'm just going to put some more light on. Right, it was a little dark. Okay, so he's got a scenic base with 2 lugs, so 2 recesses, so you can just put his feet in. We have the T-60 himself. With his helmet. I don't know if you can see the detail on his helmet there. Let's try and get a little bit focused. No, it's not focusing very well, sorry. But anyway, let's just try and, there we go. So you can see the T-60 there. I'm just going to lock the focus in position there. Right, so T-60 helmet. Then we have left and right arms. And there's the other arm. And the Gatling laser as well. Nice model. Goes together quite easily. Very little flash on that. The only thing, as with all these models that come with scenic bases, that you need to be wary of is the tag here. When you're taking it off, be careful taking it off, because you can end up leaving marks on the base and you need to fill the base. And trying to fill something that's circular is quite time consuming, to say the least. Okay, so next up we have another 2 models, which are Field Scribes, I think. Yeah, so there's our first one. And his hands are on here. Appear to be an arm missing. Yes, and an arm missing, I think. Oh no, I'm not. That's the arm for him. I thought it was an arm missing then. So that is the 2-piece holding the laser pistol. And then we have the other 2 arms there for the other laser pistol for this one. Again, great attention to detail, but try and focus in a little bit more so you can get a better look. Well, my camera's decided it does not want to play ball today, and then each of them has their own faces. This one's got a stop sign on, this one, is that a red roach? No, it's just condition 4. So that's the field scribes, and then we should have night patrol and lancers are the two last ones. Now the lancer is one of my favourite models in the entire range of Fallout Wasteland Warfare. I really love the design of the lancers, so I'm going to do those guys last because I like those. Okay, so again we have a singlet base with what looks like to be a piece of broken lamp, and then the other singlet base is just a generic base, and we have our night patrol. That's one model, a bit of flash on them. They clean up very easily. I would suggest that when you go to clean them up, use a fine toothbrush. That's the second one, in a very action orientated post. Use a fine toothbrush and some soapy water, preferably warm, not too hot. If it's too hot, it'll damage the resin, or it'll make the resin very malleable. And there's the two laser rifles that these guys are holding. And again, we've got one with 2 arms, one with 2 arms in one piece. So that's the night patrol. Yeah, as I was saying, if you use just a little scrubbing brush, not scrubbing brush, a toothbrush rather than a scrubbing brush. Scrubbing brush would be too harsh. Use a toothbrush and very gently, with some warm soapy water, just scrape around the sides of the miniature. So as you can see here, there's little bits of spur resin from the casting process that are left over. They're very easy to take out once you do that, and of course obviously you need to remove them from the lugs, which I've covered in my previous video. And then finally we have the ones that I really like, which are the what we call it, the Night Lancer. Okay, so got one here that's done on the K of Red Rocket, I would imagine. And the other base has got a fire hydrant on it, and then we have a las arm holding, sorry, one arm holding the las rifle, and then the other model. Well, actually, I am an arm missing. Yep, I am an arm missing on this one, unless it's in the mag, which it isn't. Right, damn it. Never mind. Oh, actually, yes, I'm an arm missing. No, I'm not. I'm an idiot. The arm's actually attached onto the model. Yeah, so that arm goes onto this model, and those 2 arms go onto that model. So please forgive me. I'm just jumping to conclusions because I don't want to lose the models because I really like them. Okay, so I love the running pose. I really like the helmet aesthetic on these, and they tend to have like a red armor or an orange armor, which makes them look really, really cool. I really like them. So thankfully everything's there. Okay, so as I said earlier on, if you need the rules for these, which you will do to play them, because they're not in the core set, although you can get a Brotherhood initiate in Panorama, you need to buy the first of the Wasteland Warfare expansions, which is the I think it's the Essentials pack it's called. It's, one second, if I can find the package I will pop it on the screen. No, unfortunately I have mislaid where Tabletop Hub. but I'll leave a link to in the description to which of the packs you need to buy, and of course you can buy those from the Modiphius website. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get these guys assembled and get some pictures of them, but we can also have a look at them when they're assembled, and I'll report back if there's any issues assembling them, which there shouldn't be because they're all straightforward. So please bear with me and I'll be right back. Okay, so that's all the models cleaned up and assembled, so I'm going to take a quick look at them. First I'm going to start off with Paladin because I've got him in my hand. As you can see, quite a dynamic pose holding the laser Gatling rifle, or laser Gatling gun. Lots of great detail on it. Unfortunately, with it being white, it doesn't show up very well, and I have real problems with the lighting in my home at the moment, so I can't really capture all the details. But looks great. Scenic base, as always, saves a lot of time and a lot of hassle. Very well animated pose. Okay, so that's the Paladin. He's quite strong, got a strength of 6, and I use heavy weapons. Very good in melee, very good at range combat, and has got wounds of 5. But obviously they go, that gets increased with his power armor, so his strength gets increased and his toughness. Right. Okay, so next up we've got the first of the Night Patrol. Again, goes together with no problem. He's in a pretty dynamic pose because this guy's running, as you can see. Again, detailed base. Of all the models in the set, this is the one that I don't like the most. I dislike this model for some reason. I think it's because it's a running pose. I don't really like running poses on models. Then we have his fellow Night Patrol. Again, armed with a laser rifle. All the details are great. I've missed a little tiny bit of flash there. It's really hard to see sometimes. The best way to get rid of flash, I had somebody comment on this the other day, is to use a fine toothbrush and some hot water, not boiling water, just hot water, with a bit of soap or washing up liquid or detergent in it. That'll clean it up quite a bit. Right, you have to be quite gentle though, because this resin is quite fragile. Okay, so this is the first of the field scribes with all the gear on. She's going to take some notes. Now she's got a las pistol. Again, she's in a pretty dynamic pose, but it's a running pose, and I'm not really keen on running poses. Field scribes are pretty good all round. They've got quite a good look on them, not look, sorry, intelligence, so they're very good at hacking and searching for stuff and lock picking. And that's the second field scribe. Again, nice model. All the backpacks and stuff on them, great detail, ideal fun for painting. And then finally in this series, from this core box set, we have the Lancers. Now these are my favourite models perhaps in the entire game so far. I really like these I don't know why, I just really like them. I think it's probably because the uniforms remind me of Jerry Anderson's UFO, because they look very much like the white helmets and orange jumpsuits, look very much like the pilots in UFO. That's the first one. I like her, and again it's a running pose, but this one here is in the camera. She's pretty fantastic as well. I'm looking forward to painting those up. So there we go. Right, so overall thoughts. I would say that if you play Fallout Wasteland Warfare, that the Brotherhood of Steel is an ideal set of models to get. They're really, really tough on the battlefield. They can take a lot of punishment, and they have great synergy. They have a lot of bonuses that when you field an entire Brotherhood of Steel posse or tribe or gang, whatever you want to call it, the synergy works really, really well, and you can operate them and literally have all of your models go in one turn if need be, because of the way their order structure works. And also when you start adding the other heavier weapons and the characters, then you really start seeing them synergize together like an army, because basically that's what they are. Okay, so that's a quick look at the Fallout Wasteland Warfare Brotherhood of Steel core box set from Modiphius Entertainment. The next one I'm going to look at will be the Gunners, which was very kindly sent to me by the wonderful folks over at Modiphius. So please call back for that one, and we'll hopefully see you very soon. No matter where you are in the world, please stay safe, look after yourself, and roll those dice high. And remember, war never changes. Ad Victorium. Bye.